Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm making my cs2 tier list. But this is not a normal tier list. Because all normal tier lists are they are so boring. It's just Karambit S tier, Butterfly S tier, you know? What I'm doing is value for money. So I will always take into account the Butterfly is so expensive. It's too expensive to be S tier. Will it even drop down to D tier? You will have to wait and see. I will mix them. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It really means a lot. And drop a like as well. Just why not? And drop a comment where you think my worst rank is. My worst ranked knife is. I will start with the Kukri. The Kukri knife I will put in A tier. And the reason for this A tier is because you can get a very nice one, like the fade. This is a bad fade, but you can get a decent looking fade for 200 bucks, around 200 bucks. Like a good fade. I think the pull-out animation, both of them, are great. Like if you're opping, it's wonderful. I like it a lot. What I don't like, however, is this. I think when you inspect the knife, you do like a kawaii anime boy. Like it's so over the top. So I really don't like that. But I'm kind of gonna put my bias aside and say this is an A tier knife if we go for value for money. Next up we have the normal Bayonet. The normal Bayonet I will put in B tier. I do not think it's really worth the hype. If we look at the Bayonet Phase 2 here, this is 515 bucks. Is it a nice knife? It's a decent knife. It's good. It has a pretty fun pull-out animation, but I have owned the Bayonet earlier, and you get bored real quick. Like doing this, you're spinning it around your hand unnaturally all the time. You get very bored of it. Also the handle, if you try to make a nice combo, the handle absolutely cooks it. So I think the Dopplers are way too expensive. But with that being said, you can get like a Knight, which is nice and is clean in minimal wear, and then the handle is very scuffed for 180 bucks. So you can like find, there's some finishes if we take a look, where the handle isn't scuffed and the price isn't scuffed either. Like we have the Black Lamb, you can get it for 180. The Autotronic 216 field tested is fine. So I think you could get some knives that's decently priced, but then we got like the Dopplers and stuff, which I think is very overpriced. And for that reason, I'll put it in the B tier, because it's still a good knife. Next up, the survival knife. I'm ready to be cancelled. This is S tier. This is S tier. When you go for value, listen to me, this is value for money. If this wasn't value for money, it's a low B, high C tier for me. Value for money, it's an S tier. There's no debate about it. You get a nice little Phase 2 pink, full pink for 220 bucks. It's just nice, it's just clean. You guys know my thoughts on the survival knife. Just nice. That inspect is fine, it's not great. The normal one is, I'm an enjoyer of the normal one. The rare pullout is very nice. This for 220. Alright, I just pulled up with the Ruby. 570 bucks. For a Ruby. This is close to the same price as a Talon Tiger Tooth. For a Ruby knife that is nice, it's clean, it has a full black handle. I've already talked about the forced hate on this knife, but I am gonna put this in S tier. Then we have got the Paracord knife. This knife I will put in C tier. I think the price of this knife is fine, but the knife is so bad. Here we got another Phase 2 knife, but this is 270 bucks instead of the 220 bucks, and I think this knife is so much worse than the survival knife. This just looks so goofy. I don't like the rare pullout. when you throw it across. I don't know why, I just don't like it. I think it's goofy. It's also very rare, but yeah, I think that is goofy. I think the inspect is so boring. Just watch it like this. Doesn't feel nice pulling out. Like, I think this knife is one of the worst knives in the game. I said it. I said it. That's what I believe. So even though the price is not horrible, the price is pretty good. 210 for a Doppler on this as well. You can get a nice blue steel for 80 bucks. A nice crimson web for 120 bucks. You know, you can get a nice slaughter for 146. Like stuff like that. But I still think this knife is horrible. I hate this knife. Therefore I will put it in C tier. The classic knife. I will put this knife above the Kukri knife in A tier. The reason for this is I just think this knife is so good. Like, the only reason this is not S tier for me is the stuff at the bottom. Like that little pattern at the bottom. I think it kind of cooks the knife. It also has a thing you do and you don't touch the knife. The pullout is very nice. The inspect, just basic inspect or spin it like this. And I love it. Wait, maybe you always spin it like that. No. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is 200 bucks. This red, nice knife. Nice, clean animations. A big side blade as well. And for me, this is a no-brainer. Now we're on to the Falchion knife. The Falchion knife, I will put C tier below the Paracord. And some of you are going to be really mad at me because of this, but I will explain. So this knife, this is not a horrible knife, right? This is 150 bucks. It's not horrible. It has a nice, like, there. When you hit it like that, you pull it out nice. I don't like the way you pull it out, but I like the way the animations are decent. This rear inspect is nice. I don't like the way your left hand moves, but I'm gonna come to the biggest reason. This is 150 bucks. This is 360. I do not like the Falchion, so seeing this be 360 bucks, like that's close to, that's not very far from double the survival knife, which I think is a better knife. It is not far from double the Paracord knife, which it is a better knife than the Paracord knife. But you see the left hand? I don't like it. I think the price of the Gamma Dopplers is ridiculous on the Falchions. Karambit, Karambit, Karambit. I will put Karambit in the top of B tier. Karambit for me, the greatest knife in the game. But so expensive. Like this Karambit, lower field tested. I think it's a good knife. It's decent. It's a bit scratched, but it's looking very good. Karambit, the best knife in the game in my opinion. You can roll up with this for 580 bucks. And I love pink. I took Doppler Phase 2 for example on the other knives, so I will take it here as well. It's just so good. Look at this knife. But the price of this is 2 grand. 2,000, I think it's Great British pounds. Like, it's so expensive. It's too expensive to be over B tier, but it's the greatest knife in the game in my opinion. Flip knife. Now we're talking fight. Flip knife. Top of A tier. Top of A tier. The animations of this knife is great. It's just simple. The noise, the little click sound it does, it's great. It's just simple. It's very nice to pull out. Normal inspect, as you all know, I'm a basic inspect enjoyer. This tiger tooth, which is very shiny, very nice, factory new, 200 bucks. I'm gonna take a Doppler Phase 1 for this example. Looks like this. Great, clean. Could see someone like Donk using this. Like, this is a very high tier knife in my opinion. And this cost 300 bucks. 300 bucks. So it's not the cheapest knife, but in my opinion, when you get a knife that's up there with Karambit and Butterfly for 300 bucks Doppler, it has to be top of A tier. Like, it's close to S tier for me. This knife is very close to S tier for me, but I will put it in A tier. Next up, we got the gut knife. The gut knife for me, I'm gonna put it between the Bayonet and the Karambit. I'm not gonna milk this knife. Nice pull. Okay, I got the vanilla, but I'm not gonna milk it anyway. You see, nice pull out. Imagine this is a phase 2. That's 150 bucks. It's a nice pull out. It's a big blade. It's clean. It's cheap. It's good. I'm a gut knife enjoyer. It's just nice basic knife. We got the Navaja. I don't care if it's cheap. It's D tier. Even if it's the cheapest knife in the game. Let's move on to the Bayonet. The Bayonet for me, over the Paracord knife. It is, no, like that. It is C tier. It is C tier for me. The M9, in my opinion, it's nice. It's clean. Right now I just get vanillas, but who cares? Who cares, right? We'll do with vanillas. It's a nice big blade. It's simple, default inspect. I like it, but it's so expensive. A tiger tooth, 650 bucks. Phase 2, 1,400 bucks. Phase 1, 1,000 bucks. Like, not on the level of the Karambit and Butterfly, or not even the flip knife. I think this knife is so overrated. Then we have the Nomad knife. I'm not the biggest fan of the Nomad, but I will put it bottom of A tier. So the Nomad, for example, this, 215 bucks. And you saw the rare pull out when he hurt his hand. Pretty cool, pretty clean, nice blade. The pull out is pretty nice, pretty clean. Yeah, 200 bucks for slaughter, very nice. 250 for a marble fade, 300 for a fade, 400 for a phase 1, 400 for a phase 2. So I think it's a bit overpriced for the Dopplers, but you can get like a clean Nomad knife for so cheap, and it's a good knife. It's a mid-tier knife. So shadow daggers, C tier. I'm not gonna watch this either, inspect this either. This is a basic knife. It's pretty nice. Then the price is pretty nice on this knife. You can't lie about that. That boosts it. You can get a Gamma Doppler for 130 bucks. You get a bad one for 50 bucks, and it's better than a default knife. That's why it's C tier for me. Skeleton knife. For me, it is B tier, above the Karambit. I'm sorry for always checking the tiger tooth, guys, but I think it's the best finish that's pretty cheap in the game. This knife is 315 bucks for the tiger tooth skeleton. The rare pull out, everyone loves it. Wait for it. There we go, best pull out in the game. Good knife, clean knife, good inspect. You can get a knife like this for cheap. A vanilla for 200, ultraviolet for 200. I think the Dopplers is a bit overpriced. 900, 680, 750. But the basic forms of the knives are cheap and so good that I will push it to B tier. Stiletto, I will put in A tier over Nomad. I already have a whole video on Stiletto, so I'm not gonna inspect it. But you see here, you can get a nice, you can get vanilla for 200, blue steel for 250 maybe, cheap urban mast, 300 for a tiger tooth. You can get the rust coat cheap and stuff. But then we go up to 400 for a slaughter. 300 is good for a marble fade. Phase 2, 550, 600. Yeah, it's pretty expensive for the Dopplers, but it's cheap for the normal finishes, and it's a very good knife. One of my favorite knives, also a high tier knife. That's why I will put it in A tier. Bowie knife. For me, Bowie knife goes on top of skeleton knife, and I don't even like the Bowie. With the Bowie knife, I have gone with a Gamma Doppler, and it's a huge blade. This costs 200 bucks. It's a huge blade. It's a nice color. They added the second hand, so you see the second hand as well. I think this knife, for me this knife is almost on level with Bayonet, but it's $1 million cheaper. I will put the Ursus knife in B tier, above Skeleton and below Bowie. We're talking $250 for phase 1. And I'm not a hater, but I don't like it. This is $50 cheaper than the flip knife. I think this is a mid-tier, lower part of mid-tier knife, and flip knife is a higher part of S-tier knife. So it's like this knife for $250. It's a good knife, and it's a good price, and it's clean. But I think it's still pushing a bit on the price on the Dopplers. Butterfly knife, for me, mate. I love you as well. I have ADHD. I love my butterfly, but it's under the Karambit. It's under the Karambit. Gonna have to pay $4,500. You know what? I changed my mind. This was double the price of the Karambit. Top of C tier above the Bayonet. That's ass. That is ass. For me, the Talon is right below the Skeleton knife. If we look at the prices, you can get a vanilla for $300, pretty nice. Ultraviolet, pretty cheap. Damascus steel, pretty cheap. Rust coat, pretty cheap. Like, you can get a decent knife for a cheap price. But then if we go to Tiger Tooth, $500. If we go to a Slaughter, $600. If we go to a phase 2, $1,000. $1,000. I mean, this is just not worth $1,000. First off, this animation sucks when he spends it. Second off, it's a nice knife, but it's just the worst. Like, the Karambit is definitely worth. The Karambit is definitely better, which the community also thinks. But I think you can get a cheap one. You can't get a cheap Karambit, like a bad Karambit finish for cheap. You can get a bad Talon finish for cheap. You cannot get a good Talon finish though, for any amount of reasonable price. Therefore, I will put it right there. Right there. No, right there. Above the Karambit, but under the Huntsman. This, guys, is my May 2026 knife tier list. It looks bad, but if you watch the whole video, you know why I have rated it like this. If you didn't, you think, why is Survival Knife in S tier? And why is Bayonet in C tier? But watch the whole video and you'll know. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That was all I have for you today. See you tomorrow. Peace.